Okay, so, for this video, I'm gonna do a story time on my first time on a plane, and, like, the reason why it's really emotional is because the reason why I went to Texas, because my papa's brother, my great uncle, passed away, like, a few weeks ago, anyway, of cancer, and, I first met him when I was, like, 3, I think, because he lives in Texas, and, like, I live in Indiana, and then, I think I saw him again when I was 5, and, I talked to him on the phone a lot when I was little, like, he would always call my papa, and then we got, I don't know how we found out, but, like, I'm guessing they would talk and stuff, and Anna is his wife, and Shannon is his daughter, Chris is his son, and I guess Anna must have said something to my papa and said that he was sick, and then what happened after that? Oh yeah, duh. Wow. Okay, so after we went on vacation, which was in July, we came back, and at the we go at the almost end of July, like July 17th or something like that is when we go on vacation, and we got back, which was like the 21st, I think. Not a few days after that, we went back to Texas. Me, Caleb, and my papa went there, and just to visit since he was sick and stuff, and I think by then we knew he had cancer. I don't think that I knew he did or not, because, like, I just didn't know. But I just knew he was sick, and I did not know it was that serious at all. But we went down there the end of July and visited and stuff, and he looked so bad because, like, what the cancer had done to him, and it was just really bad. And I didn't talk to him a whole lot because, like, I mean, it's just I hadn't seen him in so long, and I hadn't talked to him in a long time. But we did talk and stuff, and I just remember, I'll never forget his voice. Like, I don't know, like, we took pictures with him and stuff, and, like, ever since it's happened, it's so easy to cry because I'll see pictures and then I'll just, like, cry. And I was on Facebook one day and I saw a picture of him that Shannon posted, and it was a picture of him and it said, "I miss you." Well, she said that I miss you or whatever. And I just started crying, and that was the hardest I had cried, like, ever since I found out. But this is how it happened. So we went down there. We were down there for like 3 days or something like that. The whole thing was like a 6-day trip or something like that, I think, because we had to drive down there and it takes a very long time. I think we were down there for like 3 days or something like that. Maybe more. Like, I don't know. Anyway, so after that, came back, and not that long later, Anna had said that the cancer had spread throughout his whole body and there was nothing they could do. And I cried a couple times in between then and when, like, another phone call or whatever. She called again a couple weeks later or something like that and said that she didn't think he was gonna make it much longer. And, oh my gosh, I hope I don't cry. So I cried. Well, I think I just, like, it really put me in a bad mood because I was here at my house, and then my papa picked me up later that night, and my dad told me to just be easy on him or whatever because he was upset about that, obviously, and that made me upset because I was upset about that, and I just went home and I went there and went to bed, and just went straight to bed because I was just in a bad mood. Well, the next day, I went to school, and I just tried to just make the best of it and ended up feeling better. And when I got home from school, that whole day, I was so scared that he was gonna go to bed and, like, he wasn't gonna wake up again. And, like, he was gonna go to sleep and never wake up or something. And it's exactly what happened. I got home from school, I went inside, and I got a cup of milk and a donut. And I went in the back porch, and there was a rocking chair, and I sat down in the rocking chair, and my Nana was acting weird. She was like staring at me, like she was in the doorway. She was like just staring at me, and I was just like, what? And then my papa came in and sat down on the bed, and my Nana said, this is why I didn't say anything to you, or something like that. And my papa sat down, and I already knew what he was going to say. And I had my milk in my one hand and my donut in my other. And I just was looking at him, and he was kind of looking down like he was about to cry. And he said that Anna called him this morning, and he said his exact words were, Uncle Mike passed away last night. And he started just crying, and I was just like frozen. I was just like, I didn't say anything, I didn't do anything. And then I stood up, and I just put my milk in the fridge. I threw my donut in the trash because I just didn't even care about that. And I went to the bathroom. I don't know why the bathroom. I just went in the bathroom, and I just started bawling my eyes out. And my papa came in, and we just like hugged for a long time. And then we had so many long hugs after that. And a few nights later, like that the next Sunday, that was like Tuesday, I think. And then the Sunday after that, like the Sunday of that week, I was upset. I don't know why that particular day I was upset about it. Like, really upset. And I just started crying. Oh, I know why. Because I saw a picture on Facebook of something. Because I went on, I think Shannon and Paige's Facebook page. Paige is Chris's girlfriend. And I saw a picture, and I just started crying a lot. And then I never stopped crying, like, after that. Like, I think I might have. But we left and took my sister home. And I just started crying in the car that whole time. And my papa didn't even know until like after we dropped her off, and like later, and he asked me what was wrong, and I said I miss Uncle Mike. And then when we got to the house, I went inside, and my papa went out to the garage for something, and I went inside, and right when I shut the door, I just like was up against the door, and I just like, you know, like you're up against the wall or something, you just slowly like sit down or something, and you just bawl your eyes. That's exactly what I did. I just started crying so much, and he came in, and then we just hugged for like a long time, and he was trying to get me to calm down and stuff. And then I went to bed, and that was how I found out and how everything happened. Well, anyway, after that, when we went to Texas, I gotta try to hurry up because I'm taking a long time. But okay, so I talked to Shannon and stuff, and we were planning out to go there, and we didn't know if we were gonna fly or take a car when we ended up flying. And I wanted to go so bad. Like, I didn't know for sure if I was even gonna go. It was just gonna be my Aunt Apple at first, and then I was, I guess, gonna go. Well, this is when I first knew that I was gonna go, because my dad just asked Liberty if she wanted to go, and like he didn't say anything to my papa about it, so I was like, what the heck? And so anyway, we ended up just all four going, my Liberty, me, and my Aunt Papa. And so we went to Indy Airport, and I was asleep when we got to the airport, and I had never been to an airport airport before, and it was so weird. I was so scared because I've always wanted to go on an airplane before, and it was just, I was going on an airplane. I couldn't believe it. And the day before we left to go is the day I cried, like the most I'd cried ever since. Anyway, oh my gosh. And then, like, we went to Banana Papa's that night because we stayed there, and then we got up super early. And I have, like, a video of, like, everything, like, us waking up, getting breakfast, and leaving, going to get breakfast, and getting to the airport, everything. I just don't have pictures of us on the plane. The very first time, I had to record, like, the takeoff and everything on my Papa's phone, and that is because, oh my gosh, and that is because, when we got to the airport, I had a bag of stuff. I had a bag, and, in that bag I had lotion, perfume, and, like, body gel or whatever, like, that you wash with, and I didn't know that you couldn't take that stuff, because, actually, I'll just show you what I had, because it's right here. I had this one, and this one, and a body wash, and you're not allowed to take that big of bottles because of, like, everything that happened with 9/11. They're very secure. And anyway, so my bag had to be checked, which means it couldn't go on the plane. I mean, it go on the plane, but it had to go on a different plane, I think, and, like, under the plane, something like that. And my papa had to pay $25, and that bag had me and Liberty's phones in it. Well, when the officer person, whatever, opened the bag, he took almost everything. He took our phones out, my selfie stick, my towel. He took all that stuff out, and the stuff that I couldn't take, that other stuff I just showed, and said we couldn't take it. Well, he put everything back in, including our phones, and he knew, like, that was our phones, like, what the heck? And anyway, so he said it had to be checked, or we could either do that, or take it back to the van, or throw it away. And I didn't want to throw it away because I had got that stuff for my birthday. And so my papa had to pay $25 to get it checked. And when, like, some guy and my papa went somewhere to take it and get checked or whatever, and I didn't know that they were taking the whole bag. I thought it was just going to be the stuff that I couldn't take. No, it was the whole bag. So me and Liberty ended up not getting our phones, and we cried. Like, I cried so much because, one, I wanted to listen to music. Two, we couldn't take pictures of videos, and we would just be bored. Like, we couldn't play games or anything. And I just cried because my very first time going on a plane, and I didn't have my phone. And so I had recorded on my papa's phone, like, my very first takeoff. I recorded the very last one. And the second one was because I didn't record because I didn't have my phone, because we went to Georgia. We had a layover, and the plane that my stuff went on went straight to Texas. And we went to Georgia and then Texas. And we ended up having a delay in Georgia, and then we went to Texas, got my stuff, then we went to, we landed in Houston, and then we went to Brenham, and we went to our we went to our hotel, then we went to Chris's to see everyone, and then we went back to the hotel, and then the next day we went to, we went to King Dollar, and we went to Washington on the Brazos, and then we went to this place to eat. I forget. Oh, Nate's Barbecue or something like that. Anyway, then we went to this party, which was for my Uncle Mike. It was a celebration of his life, and did that, and we were there for, like, several hours, and it was so fun, and it was awesome. Like, they threw a great party. And anyway, then we left the next morning, like, really early. We got up at, like, 4:30 in the morning, and we didn't have to get on the plane till, like, 10:30 or something like that. But yeah, so that was my very first time on a plane, and I might post something else because this was the story, and I'm running out of time. And so yeah, I might be missing stuff, but I don't know. I have to go. Bye.